Starting recording. Hello, today is March 19th, 2025. This is SIG Node CI weekly meeting. Welcome, everybody. We currently at last week of a code freeze, the active development stage, people making changes, and there are a few bugs was recently filed about test failures. I quickly went through some SIG Node uh, uh, dashboards here, and I think all the test failures are generally covered. So we can just go to triage this port and try to see in progress issues as well to see if any of them require like reassignment to somebody else. If you have any agenda item, please speak up now, or if you will remember something while we go, I'll check the agenda back in some time. Okay, let's do triage of this board first. This is our test failures and test PRs dashboard. Yesterday night, like I cleaned up it a little bit, so all the unrelated issues I removed. But yeah, today morning new appears, so we're doing another triage right now. Okay, okay, let's take a look. What is CFS quota? So some tests are failing that I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. I will need to reproduce on Ubuntu. I'm setting up stuff.
Okay.
It should not be, well, yeah, should be fixed as soon as possible, but I need to set up Ubuntu first. That's the main only blocker. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for assigning me. Yes, please.
Do you know what broke it? Is there somebody?
I have an hunch because I've seen something on a very recent Fedora, so it could be simply at picking the right SysFS file, but I need to understand why we are picking the wrong SysFS file.
So you think it's distro change?
Yeah, I think we need a test fix and there is no production code brokenness package.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Um, This is a pretty important soon since you're already working on it, and it seems to be um, good to have it fixed before the release. Okay. Promote node inclusion policy in pod topology spread to stable. Yeah, it's a product code. It's not related to CI dashboard. I will archive it for now. And I'll just double check that it's not like full of tests or anything. No. Yeah, I think yeah, I don't even know why it's marked as a test, but fine. Um, and did I archive it? Yeah, I archived it. Okay. Add release team Kubernetes IO to test grid alert email for master blocking and master informing jobs. Yes, this is important. Some linter failure. I mean, yeah, I don't think we will need to approve it as a SIG node. Mm. So this is a global change. They added some new email. It's fine. Fixing I setup for cryo. Okay. There's some okay. Does anybody know what's happening?
I think I saw an email that Sasha was updating the cryo commit. Uh, basically the way our cryo build is, we just point to a SHA of one of the latest commits, and that gets brought in. That's how our cryo tests are brought in. And I guess when he updated this, there is a need to fix this one thing.
Okay. Do you want to GTM because it's already approved?
Yeah, can you link it here? I'll just
Oh, yeah.
go ahead.
Did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Karen. E2 test for partitionable devices. This is a draft. I don't know how much it progressed. Yeah, it's strange when so there's a E2 test, but then like there are so many changes.
Far as I know, implementation PR is not merged yet, so
Oh, I see. So that's why it's a draft. Okay. Mm. Do you know how good partitional devices are? Like how close they are? I didn't look recently.
well, I can only see like a lot of activities like review and a lot of changes going on, but the PR is still they're still hoping for it to be approved, but I didn't try it, frankly speaking. So just looked briefly at the PR.
Okay, so we triage that board. I want to look at the issues in progress to just make sure we're not losing anything critical, or maybe even to do just briefly look through them and see if we're missing anything important for this release. Okay, enhanced tests, probably not interesting for the release.
Well, yeah, I
Sergey,
was curious on that one. You weren't here. You assigned, I think you did a Google Summer of Code one for this, and there's been PRs kind of created for a lot of this, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was never merged because project failed ultimately. I mean, we validated it, but it failed ultimately. So we can close it. Yeah. Are you asking whether we should close it at all?
Well, we just see it, and we're not. I mean, yeah, you can see Peter asked a couple weeks ago, like we weren't really sure what the outstanding items of this ticket are. Go on, Futures.
yeah, I have a question, Sergey. I mean, considering that it's code freeze in 2 days, should we check this approve first? Because we also did it last week, but we still have pending those. I'm just wondering.
You mean all the LGTM ones?
Yeah, there are with needs approval. I mean, also last week we said we should test them, but we didn't have time. And I'm just wondering because it's code freeze, because otherwise, if we don't do it now, they will be then 3 weeks after. And they are tests, and I think they are good ones. Some of them, I think they are worth, prioritize them. I don't know, because otherwise it's going to be now in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Okay. So there are two that says waiting for. Okay, this is approved. Wait. So you're saying I need to spend
Yes,
more time approving stuff?
yes, those exactly. Yes, there are 8, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I will be able to do approvals online, but it's a good nudge. Thank you. I will do it later then. I wanted just to make sure we're not missing anything. And we don't have like critical test failures that we didn't look at. And then if we finish earlier, I can probably spend even more time. Okay. again, let's go through the list. Containers have folder stuff.
Yeah, this one's a bad flake. I think I see it constantly.
Yeah, it was prioritized as important long term. And somebody self-assigned. Yeah, I don't think it's super critical for release, but we may try.
Sidecar is, are we GAing it this
Yeah.
release, or is it release? So is this, should this be a blocker for Sidecar?
Potentially. I mean, but what we said is we looked at issues that we have, and none of them indicating the product failure. It's mostly yeah, some tolerations. Those are mostly flakes that are likely test related and not like product change will be required. That's why we said that we can GA the sidecar.
Got it. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's, yeah, usually I would, as a non person in Sidecar, I would just look at any outstanding issues and make sure that the tests were green.
Yes. Okay, some usage sample device plugin. That's flake enough. Another flake. Which one is liveness? Yeah, this is also long-standing issue. Like it's kind of like that, right? You know, like liveness prop that is working everywhere, but somehow it's flaking on some tests. Yeah. It's been around for a long time, so I don't think it's so critical for this release. What container status should never report container start when an init container fails. It's another flake. Long term. Okay, important soon. Oh, this one we just discussed. In progress. Yeah. Another important soon is what we discussed last time about new mechanisms to private image pool because some old secrets will go away. Yeah, I thought of maybe we can do it using CRI proxy, so we don't depend on any secrets at all. But no reply. Is anybody interested to take a look?
You already applied on it, I believe.
Yeah, I replied suggesting that we may want to use.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I unassigned you and said maybe using CRI proxy for this. Yeah, I will. Well, let's ask the timeline. Okay, renaming topology is not triaged. Okay.
These are, yeah, the partial fix, and then yeah, need to go back to that. Yeah, it's on me.
Is it critical for this release?
No, I don't think so.
I said everything. Oh, edit source there. Okay. Okay, this doesn't seem to be critical right now. Migrating CRI jobs away from Kubernetes to pipe. Review some function. Yeah, it's not critical. Crashing this test. How is it not fixed yet? I don't know. I remember there was a PR for this.
But is this still valid?
Yes. Unless PR was merged. Yeah, this PR is closed.
Okay. I can take a look on it and then try to duplicate and see what's the status if you want.
Thank you. Do you need a link?
Yeah, please. Thanks.
Yeah. And Daniela recently reached out, says that they may be coming back. So I really hopeful. Okay, failure is no priority. There's a failure is no priority. Oh, it's a flake. Yeah, evented plaque, I wouldn't take a look. Because it's evented plaque, which is alpha. Okay, table is failing. Flake. Failing test. Failing test. It's a failure. Oh, so many failures. Okay. Oops. So many failures. Master blocking. There. Phantom black box. Is it still failing? Okay, it's more of flake. Yeah, based on this, it's still flaking sometimes. There'll be a bug in cryo side. Does anybody have any context on this? Trying to set up a priority.
I mean, showing the triage, I don't know if I even agree it's a problem with cryo. Like that was one of the test grid, but then you look at the triage and it looks like it's failing on container RD. I mean, I don't think this is high priority. I think
Yeah,
like with all flakes,
yeah.
I mean, I would love to fix them all, but
Keep device plugin assignment after Kubert restarts and device plugin restarts. Is it still failing? Size super compact. It's flaking. I think it's the same thing. Yeah, Francesco is it was assigned to you at some point. Will test for memory usage beyond not allocatable. It's failing. Beyond. Okay, is it still? Not beyond. But which one is it related to? Okay, it's not failing. This I cannot find it. I should return a Kubert log since the current date and time. Windows. Yeah, it's not log query feature. Does it SIG Windows at all? Yeah.
But it's not SIG storage, nothing, yeah? No.
No, it's SIG, it's log query, right? So log query was developed by somebody in SIG Node, and but SIG Windows really needed because SIG Windows has so few ways to get logs, so they were really driving it.
Mm.
Yeah, and failure seems to be infrastructure problem. So let's make it. I think triage accepted. Um, yeah, I'll remove it from SIG Node. Containers lifecycle should continue running liveness probes for restartable init containers. Yeah, it's flaking test for evented plague. I would say, yeah, it's priority backlog already. Okay, class of daemon says admin access, GTRA admin access. It's a flake. It's example failure, but what is a test? Seems to be still flaking. Okay, once per like month. Yeah.
Can you please click this query that is in the previous comment? I mean, just out of curiosity.
Okay.
This query should capture an additional value. So if we click this one. Okay.
It's like 4 times in a month.
Okay, that's strange. But it's in two pipelines, correct? Yeah. So it's related with kind. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we growing on flakes.
Yeah, but the array works well with kind. I mean, or like just wondering.
Yeah. There may be some timing issue, I don't know.
Yeah.
In place the resize container put resize.
Yeah, I think I put a comment in the end. That's me. Yeah. I have written something. Yeah, what I have written.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is the refactor. So I'm waiting for the beta and then to check it again. So it's under control. I'm watching it. Yeah.
Okay, so priority like backlog.
Yeah, I have a feeling it will be close with these updates that Tim has done. But
Oh,
let's
okay.
leave it.
Assigned to you. Thank you. Fixed static CPU management policy alongside in place vertical scaling.
Yeah, just try Agit. It's a big discussion we have. Francesco is on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was an old PR which I had to create a new one, and it's what I presented last week in SIG Node with Turkey.
Okay. Is it for this release?
It is for GA. I mean, no, it's not for this release. It's for it's going to be GA, and it's triage accepted, and yeah, hopefully we'll find a solution. Yeah.
Okay. Source should abating points. It's a SIG network. I think we just here standing by. Yeah, somebody says it appeared to be passing now. Let's see. So it should take a point. Yeah, it's passing. Gauge value. Let's name any labels. Okay, it's already long term. Not for this reason. Emergency no eviction. Is it failure? Oh yeah, it's a long-standing failure for disk pressure.
No, that's not correct at all. If you look at that comment, there's a bug in container RD. It sounds like that is concerning. So we have fixed, well, actually, thanks to probably someone on your team, we have actually fixed most of the eviction test failures. So they're all green. And then this failure just started happening when we updated the container RD 2.0.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So Mike Brown, a container RD maintainer, you know who Mike Brown is. He is pointing out that there's someone, yeah, so we'll take a look at it. Looks like tests catching what they should.
Okay. So this you said maybe
I mean, it's semantics about whether or not it belongs on our board, but whatever. We can't really fix it.
Because we called it from outside, right?
It's maybe different than that. It's eviction manager actually calls it when like before actually evicting the pod, and it so the aim is that runtime will remove the unused images, and containerd 2.0 makes it asynchronously now. It shouldn't. They are just confirming if it's the bug, but according to what Mike said, it's a bug they removed, like this synchronous move, like in 2.0. So that practically means that eviction doesn't work as expected with containerd 2.0.
For disk pressure.
Yeah. For inode pressure. Well, yeah, for disk pressure as well. Yeah.
Because that's the only one that would remove images. So memory evictions and PID evictions would still work, but who cares? I don't know how many people care about
Yeah,
PID.
well, it's not super critical because it would help like this synchronous deletion if there are images that are not used by containers on the node. But if those are not present on the node, then eviction would work like the same way.
I remember the similar conversation. I think Anish pointed out this, like, I'm sure. Yeah, so Anish did some investigation saying that yeah, he looked at the eviction test and he said that disk tray consumed by mtdir cleaned up immediately, but data written in containers writable layer disk is not being collected. It's asynchronous operation. I wonder if it's related.
I think he found the issue was probably related to me. Can you scroll down? Or maybe not.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I see.
he moved data allocation from writable layer to mtdir. Something similar. Yeah, that's how he fixed eviction at some point. Yeah, let me ask.
But I mean, this one is related to, it's only started failing as in a couple weeks ago, I think, with the latest containerd 2.0 bump. So, like, this test was not flaky before that.
But is it flaky in I mean, the test is using kind, correct? Or
I don't think the test is using kind, no.
okay, thanks.
The test is an ETE node test, so it's spawning a VM and installing containerd in cryo and running the eviction test. So yeah, there's no kind here.
Okay, super, thanks.
Do you know if cryo deletes images immediately?
I don't know, but we're not seeing the failure in cryo.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not asking about whether code is broken. I just trying to understand expectations here, because like in containerd there is like this started GZ.
Yeah. No, I get your question. I'm not really that involved in cryo right now.
Because
Peter's not here.
I don't know, like, should delete image API even fail if it failed to delete, like free up space? Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not the case for containerd.
Peter did, if you scroll up, he did respond to this, actually.
Try remove the image when the request comes in. Yeah, but the problem is that image will be removed. So there will be no image. It will be just asynchronously clean up space.
Yeah, I mean, I've always, the eviction manager tests are fun ones. I always kind of felt like the test should really just be, does it actually, you induce disk pressure, and then does it actually try to do a delete? And then that would probably be what we'd want here, because it sounds like we want to fill up the disk and then verify that the containers they delete, which is kind of a tricky one.
Yeah, and behavior here on eviction should be a little bit different than behavior on regular image deletion. So on the regular image deletion, you don't really care how fast it deletes. On a eviction, you ask for delete and like you expect it will be deleted.
Yeah, and in this particular case, the image is not deleted. I mean, the files, because the test which is failing is about inode pressure. So inodes are still there.
Sorry, for those that run services, do you all find that the eviction manager actually works for disk pressure? Like, is it pretty common, or do you get a lot of support cases of people like running out of disk space and then having to kind of manually clean up?
We have a fair amount of those.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, part of the eviction manager only knows about containers and images, and I guess that should be enough, but I don't know how self-healing it really is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for this ticket.
It's hard to say like how often it worked because like we saw cases when it didn't work. So whenever like and this asynchronous behavior is source of many painful operations because it if asynchronous operation too slow, then we can end up evicting too many pods when we can just evict one and wait another minute. We evicted like 5, and it was like yeah, real use case and real user support case that I was involved with. So yeah, so asynchronous behavior definitely doesn't help, but I don't know how often it helps because nobody complaining about successful executions, right? And I
Yeah,
cannot
no,
tell
yeah,
you
that's fair.
yeah, telemetry on this. I don't even know if we have telemetry. I guess we can get it from logs. Okay. Yeah, let's follow up with that priority. I change priority to important soon. Okay, race condition. Okay, this is just I opened up. CPU manager test failed. Is it still? Last week.
We're coming close to not much time, but there was two comments in the thread in our messages that maybe we want to answer overhead of these since that person is on the call. Just make sure we get those covered in the chat. I mean, there were two.
PR needs attention. Oh,
I don't know if they were tests or not. Oh,
Guys,
yeah, no. I mean, there would be a nice, that's fine, but I don't.
uh,
can be closed. Okay.
Sorry, I'm saying no, as in I think the person, I mean, Don and you two are the ones that I think I would like to review that one.
yeah, I think so because it is. I mean, everyone we believe it's okay, but I think you guys in the other side of the Atlantic, you can check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a meeting for memory eviction. Peter and who else was there? So
Yeah.
we formulated set of things like Ajay is on the call, right? Ajay is also looking from Google side on this. Yeah, maybe it'll be great to have a summary on this cap so we know, like everybody knows what is the expectation here. Ajay, can you follow up on this?
Yeah, I will follow up on that definitely.
Okay.
But I think like we had discussed some concerns, and Peter is gonna. I mean, we had some proposals. I think I'll share the notes with SIG Node here. I think I don't know if it belongs in CI meeting, but I capture this
Okay, if you
at the SIG Node meeting. There were a
okay, if you
couple of
can.
follow-ups. One was on the sorry, there was some interruption. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying if you can summarize it in the PR. Just yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Either on PR or Slack or like some public place.
I think
rather than
I
Google.
think
Yeah.
better in GitHub because yeah, I mean it's difficult for people to follow up. You know, when discussions are split between Slack and GitHub. I don't know. So I think yeah.
Assigned information. And this is this is SIG Windows. Okay. Yeah, we went through all of them. We only have 12 minutes left. Let's quickly take a look at these 4 bugs and maybe we will be done with that. The new bugs to triage.
Oh, is someone going in and actually doing that? Thank you. I feel like they're so low. I haven't looked at them in a while.
Okay, yeah. It's February 11th. It's quite a long time ago. What happened with this? Oh, the substitution discussion.
I think this person was calling out that printable characters, and I forgot the name of it. But there was a cap around environment variables and supporting more ASCII characters. And they pointed out maybe a potential issue, and then I tagged the author of that one. I think maybe you can just ask. I do not know what the person's name actually is or the handle. Bing. You could ask them if they want to triage it. I'm not sure. I'm not as familiar with this one.
We should explicitly document our documentation. Okay, so
Is it waiting for author or?
It's an issue. I think really the question would be triaging it.
I'll make it as a documentation issue. Okay. Yeah, I will accept this documentation, but what is bug? So I remove it from this dashboard. Set max pods to small value, causing existing running pods fail. Admit when doing place update function. Okay.
Anyone comment on this one?
3 weeks ago.
But is this same place for vertical scaling or is it something else?
I feel like this is really needs information. I don't really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a bug.
But I don't know if you can CC Tim on that because
Well, before we do that, we should confirm whether or not this in-place update is in like a resize. We don't know what they're updating. Could be like updates are allowed on pods.
Yeah, correct. That's what we.
You mean like update of image file?
Yeah, or labels or any kind of update. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what the.
Because it says resizing somewhere, somewhere it says update. Yeah, it's good to ask him to clarify this. Yeah. Better description how to reproduce, perhaps. Good point, Canon.
Okay. Information. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bug. I wouldn't expect anything to work fine if you updated value in place and it doesn't even have restart of kubelet. Oh.
Yeah, I think they did point out around drains.
Windows eviction manager, no observation found for eviction signal. I know it's free. Okay. I don't know how Windows exposes this. Okay, and yeah, it's not supported.
Oh yeah, I know this one. Why is this on the list? Everything is tagged. Weird. It says triage accepted.
Oh, I just need to move to
Oh my bad.
okay, backlog.
The gist of this one is that apparently there's like special code for Windows that we're removing these values. There's probably a bug in the split file system stuff, but I hoping, I mean, if someone on Windows is interested in taking it, you can filter out those logs. Pretty
Oh,
much
it's
what
just
they're
about
asking for.
it's just about excessive logging.
Yeah, they're complaining that there's logs.
Okay. I don't know if you need to keep SIG Node here.
Yeah.
I guess it's
But
and last
why?
one.
Okay.
Go for it.
No, why in the previous ticket it doesn't show project SIG Windows? That's what
Yeah,
I'm wondering.
yeah. We can remove SIG Node if you like. It's totally unrelated to us.
I think is there a SIG Windows project? I think each SIG decides if they want a project or not. I don't know if SIG Windows has a project.
They may not have
Uh,
many bugs because they just crash them differently. Scheduling problems after upgrade. Pods are created, containers pending indefinitely. After what upgrade?
They just say Kubernetes 1.34 and 1.37. I don't think this is SIG Node though. Wait, no.
it's like a support question.
Yeah.
Yeah, SIG scheduling. I think it's a better SIG.
And they punted it back to us.
Oh, Francesca, you said that you'll be taking a look.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how much information we need from them. Like, how exactly it's stuck.
Yeah, and to duplicate, we need GPUs, or
Oh, okay. Device manager stuck and gRPC call indefinitely.
It can get stuck infinitely. This is a pretty old issue.
Mm-hmm.
It can. I'm not persuaded this person is correct. It could be. They could be. They could be. But I'm
Okay.
not yet convinced that they are right.
So, do you want me to schedule, like, to triage it as needs information? Because I don't think we know what's happening. It looks more like a support case. Like, in my cluster, it doesn't work. Like, can we?
Well, this person found a bug, or they have a hunch about a bug which I wasn't able to deep dive into. So I want to make sure to understand what's going on. I think I didn't review very carefully, but the fact that okay, if the pod is accepted in the container stays pending, seems like to be an odd issue. So I cannot say it needs information
yeah.
yet.
But Francesco, in the last comment, he says he has GPUs and NVIDIA and all these things, correct? Or,
Yeah, they say so. Yes.
yeah.
I'll mark it as needs information.
Yes, and if they can describe the setup they have, I mean, just to confirm.
Um,
Yeah, I was referring also with the hardware. Yeah, if the GPU is.
mhm. Device plugin. Plugins. Um, um, mm, Any other information? Mm. So, Francesco, did you mean to self-assign or just CC?
I mean to, but I need to look at a bunch of things, so I know I cannot sure when.
Because you said here you look as soon as possible. So I just
Yeah, this is the intention. The problem is soon may not be too soon because
okay.
of. But okay, I guess I can. Well, okay. So if
If I
someone else want to have a look, be my guest.
put me, and then I will take care of it. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. We're out of time. Thank you, everybody, and yeah. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye bye. Thank you.